What's up YouTube, Edgar Kai here, bringing you an action figure unboxing video. Today we're looking at the Medieval Spawn from the Classic Series 20 line. Very nice figure. I love the scale of these old McFarlane figures. This one's from 2001 in particular, so it's pretty much closing in on 2 decades. So we're in 2020 as we're filming this. You can just see the figure is massive. It just looks really cool. You have this really old school card stock packaging here. Also the back, I like this about the old McFarlane figures too, is that they'd always show the assortment of what's coming out in that time. So we have Medieval Spawn 3 that we're looking at now, Clown 4, Violator 3, Overkill 3, Domina, and Spawn 6. I always really liked this Spawn. I never got it, but I like the anatomy on it a lot. He's like super lanky and tall. I believe they also used this sculpt for the Soul Calibur Spawn figure, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. But we're definitely taking a look at Spawn 3 today. The McFarlane movie Maniacs was a great series. They have the T2, T800, and T1000 here. It's funny because they couldn't get the likeness to Arnold, so they had his face all ripped up completely. If we can get closer on that. And then this T2 figure is really nice too, because it's the only figure, even to this day, that has the all blown up, shredded T1000 from the end of the movie. So I have a few of these as well, so I really do dig these old school McFarlane figures. And this Jaws set here is pretty much untouchable these days. So here he is in the packaging. Very nice. Looking good. You have a slight dent and crack on this side and another cut somewhere on the bottom here, but still, this is some great packaging. But we do not fear opening up these old toys, even though it looks amazing in here, and I'm even tempted to keep it in there. But I want to bust this guy out, have some fun, take some pictures, so let's do that. Okay, so here we go. I do like keeping the old card back pieces, so we have a little box cutter here. And I try to cut it as close to the bottom as possible. Then we'll pass it on this side, do the same thing. Because if we were to rip the plastic off, then we'll rip up the actual artwork on the back, which is what I don't want. Right, now we can even open it as a window here. Right, so let's do the bottom part. There we have it. It's our top part here. Oh, there. I'll probably cut this part out too because I do like keeping that nice clear piece. Here is our Spawn. Let's look here. See, this cape is really big, so we have these twist ties on the back here. Okay, so for the twist ties, we have our trusty nail clipper here. What we do is just clip one part of it, and that's it. That's our hack to twist ties. And that's it. Very simple, fast. Now we have to be very careful. This is the first time this figure's coming out of the package here. So let's see if he comes out relatively easy without breaking anything. Right. Looks like those twist ties are being a little stubborn. The cape is big, so it's getting stuck on something here. Boom. Alright, he's out. I can see there's already a broken piece inside the packaging that I didn't notice before. But here's Spawn. We'll take a closer look at him in a second here. Because he does have a nice solidness to him. Nice real tassel. Alright, so last but not least is the shield. And this is taped in. So we are going to take this out. Take that tape off, trying to be strong but gentle as well. I don't know how fragile this figure is. Right. There's our shield. And there's already a broken arrow piece that's inside the packaging. So we're going to have to fix that with some crazy glue. It's very tiny, but it looks like we want it to kind of go here. And our figure is officially out of its coffin. As I mentioned in my previous videos, I have a good collector buddy friend of mine that basically says that there is no coffin for figures. These things are meant to be enjoyed, and I know a lot of people would disagree with that, but I myself like taking pictures of figures outside in the world, some figure photography, have some fun with them, and they are works of art. So let's take a closer look at this guy. Okay, and here is Spawn, looking mighty fine. Really, something about the medieval Spawn is just his cool factor is off the charts. You know what I mean? Spawn is very cool as well, but I think just all the armor and all that jazz is just really nice. So here is the shield. Let's see how close we can get here. Right, and you can see one of the arrows here is missing its little feather fly piece. I forget what it's called, but that needs to be glued on. The back of it seems to have a piece that can clip onto the arm. Right? Here's another look at Spawn here. Now I don't know what his articulation is, if he even has any, but looks like... Oh! I missed a twist tie. There's a twist tie around the leg here that's holding the axe in place. So let's get that out of there. What's a smart way to do this? There it is. Let's get that twist tie out of here. This giant axe is very nice. Just looks strong. And it's pretty loose in his hand. So you can see it's moving all around, so his hand could be a little tighter. So what I could do to combat that is take the hairdryer, heat up his hand a bit, and close his fist so it's kind of like this. You can see it, right? His fist is like this. We can heat it up, soften the plastic, and close it in more like this, and then run it under cold water immediately, and then we'll have a hand that could really grip the axe a lot better. So just messing with him here, I can see some articulation in the shoulders like this. I'm sorry that he's upside down, but I'm also taking a look at him. So he can go out and in, forward and back just a little bit. Same thing here, out in, forward, back. So both arms can do this motion. They go out, forward, back, but obviously all the armor is making it a little rough to go past a certain point. He can swivel at the waist, which is nice. Besides that, we can bend the knee. How nice is that? That's cool. Can we bend the other knee? Yes, we can. And these joints feel pretty good. Sometimes it's scary to move the joints on older figures like this, but it actually feels like even a little better than some of the new figures you get. But I'm guessing this shield attaches to this hand here. I gotta figure out a good way to do that. But I guess because his boot is so big, this bottom part, he can stand fairly well without a base. So let's check out the axe. There it is. has this little string at the bottom here, right? Nice little ball with spikes at the end. Very nice detail. There is a dragon, all sculpted here. I mean, I just love the detail on these old figures. These old figures have amazing detail. I feel like even, you know, the Spawn stuff that we've gotten in the past few years, they're very cool, but there's a different quality to it. I know the Mortal Kombat 11 Spawn action figure with all the crazy articulation is out. It's hard to get your hands on it as of March 2020. The craze is insane. So I'm going to wait for that to hit local comic shops and really support them. But this is a nice strong piece too. This isn't going to break. Feels pretty good. Even the wrapping on around the actual pole piece of the axe, the grip, is very nice. Alright, let's see if we can fix this shield. Alright, so we have our glue here, right? Here we go. We just want to take, this thing is already spilling out. I didn't even squeeze it. Basically just want to take a drop of this, right? We have to make sure to clean that cap before it dries, and kind of just marry the two together. I'm twisting it around to see where it fits the most flush. I kind of want to hold that for about 20 seconds. Okay, and we just want to let that sit for a little while before we start messing with it and putting it on the shield. Okay, and then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to close the hand on this gripping hand a little tighter. So I'm going to heat that up off camera with my blow dryer, and it's going to, like I said before, it's going to make the plastic soft, and we're going to close the hand a little more and then run it immediately under cold water to harden it, and he'll be able to grip that axe a lot stronger so it doesn't wobble out of his hand. We can tell from here already I closed the fingers to the thumb much closer together, so it'll be much tighter when he grips the axe hilt. But while we're at it, we're letting that shield dry still with that crazy glue. The amount of detail on this guy is amazing. Just check this out. All the different textures, like look at that, the knee versus the quad there, all the leather pieces on the leg, the buckles, very nice. Love the texture on the cape, very stylized and awesome. But just look at this, even the red armband with the spikes on it around his bicep. I think the spikes on his shoulders could have been painted a little better. That looks a little sloppy. All of his chains are plastic, which I prefer the metal, but it still gets the job done, looks good. Overall, very nice. I know the Medieval Spawn 2 figure, this is the third one, so the second one is also very nice. And forgive the plane flying above overhead if you can hear that. Yeah, the Medieval Spawn 2 figure, like I said, is nice. I know he has a removable helmet, which is cool. But I do think this one is just super cool looking, very iconic. That chain's going nuts right now. Alright, I think the shield should be okay. It's been about 10 minutes now. But the detail on that is just amazing too. The wood versus the metal, the green eyes. Very nice touch. Alright, let's hope this goes on pretty easy. I do not want to have to snap or break anything, right? That would be the worst. Nothing's like getting a mint figure that you've been really wanting and then it breaks right out of the package. Kind of sucks. But yeah, this is pretty tight. I feel like I might have to heat up these little clip-on brackets so it can go on his arm a little easier. Alright guys, and here he is in all of his glory, looking great. The axe is in there, his shield is in there, and he just looks super epic, right? He's definitely a piece worth having in your collection here. Super big, 7-inch scale, towering over everything else. Very cool. Now we recently just did a review on the attack spawn. We unboxed him and he was a lot of fun to take out as well. Much more grueling process because he was in a giant box with about 1,000,000 twist ties, but that was a fun one to unbox, so feel free to check that out. It's a good time for Spawn, that's for sure. He's got the Mortal Kombat 11 DLC that just came out, and he is just incredibly fun and does such justice to the character. I really hope it sparks more interest in him. Love to see more video game content on him, even a movie, so that would be awesome. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed opening it up. If you guys would like, I have some really cool shirts that I designed and illustrated that are available on my shop on TeePublic. I'll leave a link in the bio for you guys. But definitely it goes a long way to support living artists and just support their living, you know what I mean? So until next time, I hope you guys take care, stay safe out there, and I'll talk to you later. See you around.